Hey, love, let's talk solar, okay? This is our chance. We're here at home and we're all changing the world with our thought forms and our prayers. So why not change over to green energy right now? You don't need any money. That's the biggest, that's the misconception. You can get the solar now. It's just like it's a bill swap. That's all it is. And I'll get it for you. All the people I've gotten solar for, not one check was written, not $1, because it's the hybrid electric program. It's been going for a while. And in fact, on your electric bill, it says the solar programs. That means you've been helping to subsidize this program for about 10 years. So why not take advantage of it, okay? It still exists. And there's two programs. I can get you either ownership or non-ownership, but either one, there's nothing out of pocket. It's a bill swap. And right now, the most amazing thing is that Sunrun is willing to give you 6 months of free electricity. Yes, if you go this month. That's, every once in a while a special comes up. I've never seen a special like this though. So contact me here at Facebook or, sunlovesolar@gmail.com. That's just my consulting name. Basically, the company I really love that I will help you get your panels from is called Bright Planet Solar. And I'm not an affiliate of theirs. I'm actually not even an employee. I'm an independent contractor with my own consulting energy company, which is Sunlove Solar. But I'm tiny and they are big and strong and powerful. And I just love I love everything about how they're set up. I love the people. I love how they take care of customers. I love their respectfulness and their carefulness. So they're the ones that do the install, and they're the ones who will warranty for you and be there for you over the years. So either way, whether you're doing ownership or whether or not you are just letting them own it, you are going to have them take care of it the whole time and them warranty and protect you over the full 20 years. And then, the panels still will probably go another 15 years because they're usually going about 35 years. Yeah, and you know what? I even got a guy a re-roof. He needed a roof, and at a very reasonable bid. It was a huge roof. It was 8,000 for his roof, and another big roof was bid at 7,000. So the company did the roof for him. And what they did is they tacked on that amount to his bill, which I think came to something like $10 more a month over 20 years or something like that. So there's ways to do it even if your roof is crummy. Yeah. And you just want to have a house with sun. So basically there are a few qualifications and they're not that bad. I mean, the only thing you need is a 650 credit score. Okay, so silly. Why are they choosing that of all things? I mean, this is electricity. You're going to pay your bill, and a high credit score means that you basically are in debt. But good for you, though. If you have that score, it means you can have a lot more freedom. And to be the owner of the house, and that it has some sun, and it has a strong enough roof. So they'll come out and they will estimate everything for you, and my services are free because I'm paid when I get you the solar. I'm paid by the hybrid electric program. So it's so win-win, win-win-win. It's win-win for the environment. It's win-win for your electric bill. It always goes down. When you get solar, your bill always goes down. Some houses go down farther than others. A house that I just got the solar for, their bill is actually turning out to be $50 a month less. Yeah, wow. Some are more, some are less. But the main thing is you have rate protection because we've had, wow, our bills have, I have seen people with kilowatt rates per hour between 21 cents and 37 cents in this same region here. So there's no restraints on what they do. So for the rates, they can just randomly make any house what they want. So you need rate protection because that's like, since we were 10 cents a kilowatt hour 10 years ago, and now we're up at 21 to 37, that's a very steep escalator. So solar is on a 2.9 escalator. That's very, very slow, very low. And if you do the ownership program, then there's no escalator at all. And you get incentives back and you get a tax credit back. And that program only really helps you, though, if you're still paying income taxes, because if you're not, it'll just make your bill higher instead of lower. But yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? That you can get solar and not even put anything out of pocket. I mean, okay, some people might be really angry, people who've put out $30,000 for their panels, be like, what? This thing was free. What? Those people who did that, first of all, they're pioneers that started this whole thing rolling, and they have no electric bill now. None ever. Like they actually are completely set. There is a misconception about solar being batteries, that's like if all the grid goes out, that your lights will still be on. They won't. They're going to shut off with everything else to protect the guys on the power lines. But the batteries are in the works. They're coming along. We can also get you batteries if you want. Everything's evolving, Lynn. Like, this is the day, this is the time. And what's so amazing, honey, is that when you go solar, an average house saves like 144 acres of trees. Do you know how much CO2 that is? Because for one thing, it's a lot of the fungus and the mushrooms in the forest. They trap CO2 under the ground. They pull it out of the air and trap it under the ground. So that is a lot of environmental savvy that you've just done. It also saves 162 tons of carbon emissions from some fossil fuels. One house. And driving a car anywhere from 350 to 450,000 miles. So brings down your bill, costs you nothing, gives you rate protection, cleans the environment, looks like space age, like we're in the future, right? All right, I don't like the look that much, but yes, we can do a ground mount. If you don't want it on your roof, definitely we can do, well, I shouldn't say definitely, but hopefully. I've done mainly ground mounts this year, although they take much longer, and they basically, I'm feeling like more and more that the non-ownership is a little better, because this is the unfortunate thing. The downside about owning the panels and getting the incentives back, if it's a really shady year, or depending on when your panels are installed, you can end up not producing enough power from your panels, and then you'll get two bills. You'll get one bill that's they're buying the panels bill, and one bill from the electric company. That is rough. That is not saving you money. So I really like the power purchase agreement, which is just non-ownership, and that is also the company Sunrun, which is offering to pay your bill for 6 months. So that's the one I'm really hope you'll go for, because what they do is they guarantee you 95% production, even if it's shady and cold and there's no sun for months on end. You don't have to worry about any of that. You're just paying one flat rate. Well, it's on a 2.9 escalator, but that little escalator, like, we calculated for this beautiful couple. I saw their amazing farm. I was getting them solar, and we calculated how long would it take them to get on a 2.9 escalator to the rate that they're paying today, once they get their solar panels, because it was going to go down by $50 a month or more. It took 16 years for them to get up to the rate that they're paying today. That's real rate protection for you. So call me up, 413-625-8275. sunlovesolar@gmail.com. I'm Eve Christoph, and let's just get it going. And the other thing that's so cool about Bright Planet Solar is they are so quick with installing. This new panels of the same couple I'm telling you about, it was only 3 weeks before they were installing. Yeah, I've had other companies where, like, we've waited 5 months and been lucky, So generally it's been a month and a half for ground mount, more like 3 months. But wow, lately they are just on a roll. And It's Sacred Sunday. It's the day of the sun. I like to talk about solar on Sunday, even though it might seem a little sacrilegious. I feel like this is the calling of sacred energy, the beautiful, sparkling sun, empowering you, empowering your family, and taking care of you with rate protection and clean energy for the futures of our children, and the wonderful frontier of the new Green Deal, the new clean Green Deal. So thanks for hanging out with me, taking time to think about solar right now, and being with me in this process of changing evolution, just taking a risk and doing something really new. And as soon as you do this, you've made a stand. You made a stand for the next house, because this solar's just going to roll over. If you sell your house, it's going to roll over to the next person. No, there's no liens. Nope. No, don't worry about that. And if you're worried about your roof, they do warranty your roof for 5 years, you know. And if they were doing bad stuff with roofs, they'd be under by now, because they got like 40,000 installs or something. So be at peace and take a leap with me. Okay, I'm here. sunlovesolar@gmail.com. Beautiful. Happy Sunday.